Alright, so in this video I want to go over prepositional phrases and appositive phrases. We looked at those separately a couple weeks ago, and I just want to go back to these and make sure that we understand both of these concepts. I will say that there's some live music going on outside my apartment and some people, so there might be some background noise. I'm sorry about that. So starting off with prepositional phrases, they always begin with a preposition. And so it's important to know what a preposition is. And so a preposition shows the position of a noun in time, place, or direction. The most common prepositions that you are going to see are on, in, to, and at. These words, they're in the top 10 most commonly used words in English in general, not just top 10 prepositions, top 10 words. And so clearly we use these prepositions a lot. So a prepositional phrase, as I said before, always begins with a preposition. And then it always has an object of the preposition. So if you have just a preposition and not an object of the preposition, then it is not a prepositional phrase, it is just a preposition. So this example here, Jill is coming at 5 p.m. And so at is our preposition and 5 p.m. is our object of the preposition. And that is a preposition telling us what time. So what position in time. And so similarly we've got on Saturday. On is our prepositional phrase, and then Saturday is our object of the preposition, and it's showing us when in time, just on a date level. And then the other prepositional phrase in this sentence is in Nashua. And so in is our prepositional phrase, and Nashua is the object of the preposition. And that is a prepositional phrase showing where. So there are about 150 prepositions in total, and some people try and memorize the prepositions, but I don't think that that is beneficial. If you would like to, I'm not going to stop you from doing it, but just keep in mind that it's position in time, position in place, and then direction. So here are some examples of prepositions, and so some of these refer to position in place, such as across or beneath or outside, whereas other ones are referencing time, position in time. So ones like during or before. Then there are also ones that show direction, and so if something is toward or a lot of these could be time, position or direction, but towards is definitely one that's direction. So the object of the preposition, it always has to have this if it is a prepositional phrase. And oftentimes the object of the preposition has a modifier. And so this is an adjective that describes the object of the preposition. To find the object of the preposition, just look for the noun that comes after the preposition. So here we have a couple examples, and they're prepositions, so over, during, at, opposite, of, on and to, and then in. And so they all, well, not they all, so this preposition here does not have an object of the preposition. It goes preposition, preposition, then object. And so this preposition, opposite, would not be a prepositional phrase because it needs an object of the preposition. Now, some of these have modifiers. What class? Math class. What path? A bright path. It describes those nouns. But you don't need a modifier to make it a prepositional phrase. So we've got our prepositional phrases that all begin with our prepositions and have an object of the preposition. So going on to appositive phrases, they rename or give more information about the noun that it follows. So it always comes after a noun. It always describes a noun. Sometimes it is set off in commas from the rest of the sentence, and sometimes it begins with the word that. But notice that it says sometimes and not always. So here we have an example. Vincent van Gogh, a famous painter, grew up in the Netherlands. So this one is set off from the rest of the sentence, and it gives more information about the noun that it follows. Vincent van Gogh. Who was he? A famous painter. Here, this one. My dumb brother, Balthazar, broke the computer that I use for school. So again, this one is set off in commas, and so this is an appositive that's renaming or giving more information about my dumb brother. And it's set off in commas, and so that lets us know that that's an appositive phrase. The other key that we're looking for is the word that. And so here we've got the word that, and then I use for school. And so that I use for school. Does that describe the computer? Yes, it does. It's describing how you use the computer. It's the computer that I use for school. So there are two appositive phrases in that sentence. And notice this one is not set off in commas. So identifying appositive phrases, you want to identify the nouns in the sentence, and then you want to look at what comes right after the noun. And then if it is set off in commas, check to make sure that it renames or gives more information about the noun that it is following. And if it is a noun that is directly followed by the word that, double check that it renames or gives more information about the noun that it is following. And so if it is renaming or giving more information, it is an appositive phrase. So it always comes after a noun. So now you're going to go on to complete the Google form on prepositional phrases and appositive phrases. I linked the slides presentation that I went over in this video into the Google form. And I'd recommend using split screen to view these windows both at once. If you have any questions, you can email me or you can leave a private comment on the remote English slides. And my office hours are Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 3:15 to 4. All right, have a good day.